All right, thanks, guys. We went 5-1 in our premium selections yesterday on patreon.com/Brock Page. That's going to put us at 65% for the college football season on that website. We're also hitting at 70% in our last 10 NFL picks in the NFL package on that site as well. Link for that site is in the description section below. That is patreon.com/Brock Page. All right, we got ourselves a very small slate of NHL action here today, 2 games. So let's go ahead and get into them, beginning with the Flames taking on the Capitals. And that'll be a 7 o'clock Eastern puck drop in the nation's capital. Now, this game is currently off the board. We don't have a line currently posted for this game. It's still pretty early in the morning, especially with daylight savings. It's even earlier. So we should see a line for this game in the next couple of hours. But like I said, it is really, really early right now, especially with daylight savings. But anyway, we have Cam Talbot. Looks like we're going to have Cam Talbot for the Flames, Braden Holtby for the Caps. Now, Holtby is 6-1 on the year. Meanwhile, Talbot just 1-2 in very limited action. The Caps are 10-2-3 overall for the year, 23 points for them. They're 3 points ahead of the Islanders for first place in the division. They've also won their last 3 straight. They're led by Alex Ovechkin, who's scoring 11 goals a game, 8 assists, 19 points total. John Carlson's right behind him with 16 assists, 7 goals, 23 points for him. He's also +9, so Carlson actually leading Ovechkin in points, although Ovechkin is the goals leader for this Caps squad. Radko Gudas is +11 on the year already, and he's got himself 5 assists. Now, this Washington team has scored 16 goals in their last 3 games, so that's 5.3 goals per contest in their last 3 they're averaging. They rank top 5 in scoring, top 10 in shots allowed at home. Now, Calgary, on the other side, winners in just 4 out of 10 away from home. They're also just 3-4 as the dog. They're in 5th place in the Pacific Division, and they are 3 points back of Edmonton in that division there. Now, Calgary, bottom 10 in road scoring, and they scored just 3 goals or less in 3 out of their last 4 games. Now, total-wise, Calgary is 6-4 to the over in their last 10, taking on the Caps. Meanwhile, Washington on the other side, 11-4 to the over overall for the year. They're also 5-1 to the over at home. So with all that said and done, even though we do not have a line currently posted for this game, I'm going to lean Washington winning this one outright in the over in that game. Before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick time out and welcome you to the show. Got some lines and personal leans out for Sunday's NHL action. But before we dive into our next and final game, I just want to quickly remind you to check me out on my website at patreon.com/Brock Page, where we went 5-1 in our premium selections yesterday on that site. That's going to improve our record to 65% for the entire college football season on Patreon. We're also hitting at 70% in our last 10 NFL picks in the NFL package. We do daily plays on that site, and we have a bunch of different memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. They're all at different price points, so there's something for everybody on that site. And if you like free stuff, you can currently access my current record for free right on the homepage. All you got to do is click the link in the description section below. That is patreon.com/Brock Page. All right, let's go ahead and dive into this next and final matchup for the show. And that is going to be the Blackhawks taking on the Ducks. And that's an 8 o'clock Eastern puck drop in Anaheim. The Ducks are -155, totals at 6. 85% of the consensus are leaning Anaheim, 60% shaded toward the under. Right now, Chicago is +$1.35 on the money line. Anaheim +$1.70, laying the goal and a half. We have Robin Lehner for the Blackhawks, John Gibson for the Ducks. Gibson comes into this matchup with a .250 goals against and a .926 save percentage. Now, the Ducks are 9-6 overall for the year, 3rd place in the Pacific Division. They're only just 1 point behind of Edmonton for first place in that division. Anaheim's 3-1 straight up in their last 4. They rank top 5 in goals allowed. They're also top 5 in goals allowed at home. They're led by Adam Henrique, who's got 8 goals on the year, 1 assist, 9 points total. Silverberg and Getzlaff both have 7 goals as well. And of course, Ricard Raquel has, he's plus 10 when it comes to the plus minus. Once again, Ricard Raquel, plus 10 for the Ducks. And their defense, well, they've allowed just 2.3 goals per contest in their last 3 wins. Now, Calgary on the other side, they're bottom 5 in scoring, bottom 5 in shots allowed. They're just 3-6-2 overall for the year, and they are winless in their 3 games on the road. They have not won a game away from home yet this year. Now, Calgary is in 6th place in the Central Division, just 9 points for them, and they are 12 points behind of St. Louis for first place in that division. They are winless as the underdog this year, 0-7 straight up as the dog. When it comes to the total, Calgary is 70% to the under overall for the year. Anaheim 4-3 to the under at home. I'm going to lean toward the home favorite in this one. Give me Anaheim minus $1.55 and the under 6 goals in that game. All right, let's go ahead and slide into our quick pick recap brought to you by patreon.com/BrockPage. I got Anaheim minus $1.55 under 6 goals. And I got Washington winning their game outright for some money line cash and the over in that game. All right, let's go ahead and slide into our shout-outs brought to you by patreon.com/BrockPage. Got to give a shout-out to Gio Lopez, Mark Alva, Melvin Johnson, Gerald Harris, Milton Moody, Chris Temple, Evil Dax, who is currently on a 734-day drought. He has not won a single game in 734 days. So we're continuing to root you in, the Evil Dax. If you ever see him in the comments section, he's looking for free picks in the comments section because he has not won a game in nearly 2 years. So he's struggling. He's in a little bit of a slump. So let's root him in and get the job done. Perhaps maybe a subscription to patreon.com/BrockPage would probably change that. And it only starts at $1.99 a month. So Evil Dax, think about that. But anyway, let's root him in as he is on a 734-day losing streak. All right, shout out to Kendall Hall, Ninja Chris, Danny J, good friend Danny J. Danny J, good to see you in the comment section as always. Didn't forget about you, man. Really, really appreciate your support. And best of luck to you today, Danny J. Shout out to Brian Williams, Ken Cunningham. Another great guy, Ken Cunningham. You're awesome, man. I really appreciate the support in the comment section day in and day out. Shout out to Thomas Ochoa, E45, Jet CLNTN, Mr. Dunn, and last but certainly not least, Bumpy Johnson. All right, guys, let's go ahead and just recap one more time. I got Anaheim minus 155 under 6 goals, and Washington winning their game outright and the over in that game. Now, there is no line currently posted for that Calgary-Washington game. That game's currently off the board. So I am leaning toward Washington. I think they should win it outright. And, of course, if that total opens up within reason, even if it opened at like 7, I'd probably still lean toward the over in that one. So anyway, Washington winning that outright and the over in that game. All right, guys, that is going to do it for me. Once again, don't forget to check me out on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage. We went 5-1 in our premium selections yesterday for Saturday on that website. We had a good mix of college football and the NBA. We actually went 3-0 in the NBA yesterday, and we went 2-1 in our college football package. That's actually going to improve our record to 65% for the entire college football season on Patreon. We're having a fantastic year in college football. And that is a very affordable tier. It's just $14.99 a month for 65% winners in college football. Now, we're also hitting at 70% in our last 10 NFL picks in our NFL package as well. So we're doing very well in football right now. We had a great day yesterday. Once again, 5-1 straight up yesterday in our Patreon picks. We do daily picks on that website, beginning at just $1.99 per month. We have a bunch of different tiers, memberships, and packages that you can subscribe to. And you can also access my current record for free right on the homepage. All you got to do is click the link in the description section below. That is patreon.com/BrockPage. But most importantly, guys, I got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. Happy Sunday to you. Best of luck to you. Don't forget to check me out on patreon.com/BrockPage.